Do you ever feel like bad things keep happening? I don't know why it goes like that, but it was in such waves for us. Um, we had a heartbreaking situation with one of our tenants where they caused a lot of damage to a unit, and they were people who are dear to us, and now they have been alienated from us. We had a situation where we accidentally caused some damage to a friend's property, and they're still dealing with the aftermath of that. They've been very filled with grace and love, and we have really appreciated their kindness through all of that. We've had dental appointments. You parents of multiples, if you think you're going to save yourself time by scheduling everyone at the same time, it has been overwhelming taking all six of us to the dentist this month. I think maybe I'll space them out a little bit better, but anyway, I had a doctor's appointment, and then on top of all of those things that have been going on, one kid got the flu. A few days later, another kid got strep. We're all well. I'm thinking we're great. We're going to make it to church. And now I've got another one down with the flu. There are intense periods of trial. We actually have had two people pass away at our church unexpectedly in the last couple of weeks as well. At just an intense period where everything seems to be going wrong. Our vehicle is broken down. Like, I know that's not funny, but you're thinking everything together, and what are the odds that all of this is going to pile up in the first 2 weeks of February? Like, I can't fathom it. I don't know. I know that you've experienced this phenomenon where crazy things keep happening, and you're like, why? My computer power charger also disappeared during this time. My phone stopped charging. So, technical difficulties on top of life difficulties, on top of scheduling difficulties. It has been just nonstop, one thing after another. Um, and in situations like that, where you're just living one prayer at a time and hanging, as I say in one of my songs, I'm hanging on a prayer. It's important to acknowledge that it won't last forever, that intense periods come, but they also go, and peaceful times will return. And I think that it's important to offer ourselves grace during this time and not pressure ourselves with guilt or um, any other type of negative emotion about not meeting expectations. Um, Sometimes there are storms in life, and your number one priority is to be faithful and just make it through. Make it through. And there's been tension with the kids because so much is going on right now, and it's a lot of it really difficult, even heartbreaking things. Um, and I'm encouraging the kids, and I will encourage you too, to extend some grace and have mercy on the people around you when they might say things that are insensitive. Um, Sometimes not even on purpose, but to extend that grace and to recognize none of us are at our best right now, and that's okay. Um, we are in this place at this time, not by accident, but by design. And what can I learn from this? What can I take away from this that will make life better? What can I take away from this that will make me a more balanced person, a more understanding person, a kinder person? And extend that grace to others also. Oh, what you said really hurt, but I know you're human. And I have said things that I'm sure have hurt people. And as hard as I try not to, sometimes things happen and we communicate things in a way that we would look back upon and regret. So let us extend that grace to other people and try to shrug those things off and not take them so seriously, especially in times when it's so intense and things keep happening. Just to take that breath and extend mercy to ourselves and to the people around us. And I think that at times like this, we need to recognize that as our sensitivities are heightened, we need to find ways to decompress, find ways to bring that stress level back down, whether that is through quiet times of prayer and journaling, or get yourself on the treadmill, get some exercise. This time of year, it can be challenging because the weather is so unpredictable. But to get some sunlight on your skin and to take time to breathe, maybe even cut out some commitments from your extracurriculars, your things uh, that are piling up expectations and causing you to have to run. Let somebody else shop for groceries. Order from Walmart, order from your local grocery, but to extend yourself some grace during these periods of intensity, and try to remove something from your plate. And I know that's not always possible. Um, Sometimes along with all this comes financial strain, and then you don't have the money to just, pay a delivery fee for your groceries. And that's okay too. My goodness, life can be so intense, and I've seen it time and again, and I'm in my early 40s, but it seems like those periods of time where everything is going wrong. It feels like everything is going wrong, and a lot of things actually are. And bad things are happening. Um, but it does not last. It does not last forever. So remind yourself that it's not, you know, hold on one moment more and then hold on one moment more again, as I say in one of my songs. Um, but I pray that if you're going through an intense period like this, that you will extend yourself some grace. Um, Fix yourself a warm cup of tea or whatever helps you, and stare out the window for a few minutes. If you've got little kiddos, get everybody safely occupied doing something and go hide in the bathroom for a few minutes. I've done it. As sometimes you just need a moment, and it's okay to extend that grace to yourself, especially in times when it feels like everything is out of control and crazy. Um, the other thing that I would recommend is just slow down a little bit. Um, Sometimes, as things start to go wrong, we find ourselves moving faster and talking faster and working faster, and that can be detrimental because sometimes we make mistakes that we wouldn't have made otherwise. Maybe we'll cut ourselves or burn ourselves or cause damage to something that's going to have to be repaired just because as the intensity rose, we started moving faster. So one of the things I tell my kids is, okay, slow down. Slow down. This is an intense moment. We are feeling emotional, and that is fine. We've got to slow ourselves down a little bit intentionally so that that intensity doesn't cause more problems. So anyway, if you're struggling through a hard time right now, I am with you. Oh goodness, I'm with you. And if you'd like to make a comment, I will be sure to pray for you. But please pray for me, and we will see you in the next video. God bless and keep you. Bye bye.